Yes, once again, good afternoon to all of you. In the previous class, we have seen how to execute a Java program. For that, we require to install JSK, Java Software Kit. After installation, we need to set the path in the command prompt. That path we have seen through the command prompt. This is whenever you are going to set the path through command prompt, this is temporary. Okay, after setting the path, we are going to write some program through any editor. I recommend you to use Notepad, then save the program, then compile the program through JavaC command, and then run program. So this is the procedure you require while executing a Java program. Okay, and then we have seen basic programs like simple display simple text, and then we have seen the addition of two numbers, which we are going to perform through statically. Okay, and then we have seen the rules of static data types. The example for static data type, 4 rules. Yes. So up to here we have seen in the previous class. Okay. In today's class, we are going to see first in the while explaining the concepts, every Java program is going to start its execution from the program driver. I say the program driver is public, static, void, main, string, aux. Yes. So every Java program is a collection of classes. Among all classes, multiple classes are business classes, and one class is execution class. The execution class contains program driver. And while explaining the classes, I said Java program allows more than one main method. And among all these main methods, which main method is going to execute? The method which is having the structure like, which is going to accept array of objects of string class. Let's see first this example, then we'll move for further examples. Okay, so first I'm going to open Notepad. I'm going to open Notepad. 1 minute. Okay, fine. So as I said that this is a normal Java program. So here I said that we can have multiple main methods. One main method is public static void main string args, and I'm going to write one more main method, public static void main, which is going to accept int parameter, and I'm going to print. I'm going to write. This is from int method. And I'm going to write the same concept. But it is going to accept float parameters. Float some j. System dot out dot. This is from float method. I'm going to write one more method which is not accepting anything. Public static void main of something. Without arguments method. Yes. Now I'm trying to execute this program. I'm trying to execute this program. Can anybody tell me what is the output you will get? Anybody tell me what is the output you will get? So to execute this one, I need to open command prompt. Yes, somebody reply. Very good. Yes, from main method. Yes. Let me go for like that drive, right? E colon cd space csc bc. I'm going to write java c space first dot java. I'm going to enter. Is there any errors? There will be no errors. Okay, fine. See what I have written here. I have taken a single class and I have taken multiple main methods, but accepting parameters are different. So, which is program driver? This line is a program driver. Program driver, and this method is not calling any other method. So, you are going to get only main method is the answer. So, see, successfully compiled. So, in the yesterday's class, I have already shown if I am going to compile a Java program, how many class files you are going to get? If n number of classes are there in a Java program, n number of class files are going to generate. Okay, as there is only one class here, there is only one class here, only one class is generated. If the classes are already existed, see here that first class is already existed, that it is going to override. Okay. Now I'm going to execute Java space first. P. Right? So with this answer, what is the answer? Main method. Main method. So I can conclude that you can write multiple main methods. You can write multiple main methods, but it is going to start executing from the method which is going to accept the parameters array of objects of string class. Okay. Now from the main method, let me write like this or not? Can anybody answer? Is it valid syntax or invalid syntax? Is this a valid syntax or invalid syntax? Let me write one more thing. I'm going to write main of or I'm going to write main of 5.5. Now tell me the answers. Nice. Anybody answer? The syntax is correct syntax because it is a static method. It is a static method, and I am calling which method? The main method. Main method is what type? A static method, right? And these two methods are from which class? Same class. So within the same class, I can call a static method, can call a static method directly. So I don't need to write any kind of class name also. So through you can directly call. Okay, this function is called by this one. Then it is going to print without arguments method is going to print. Then again this method is calling what? Main of 5.5. So it is going to call main method, but that main method contains a parameter. This contains int parameter. So it is not int, it is float value. So it is not going to execute this one. It is going to execute this parameter. So you are going to get the answer like this. Check. See. Java C space first. Okay, fine. See here, you are getting multiple errors. No suitable method found for main of double. See, guys, can anybody answer? If I write like this, if I write in the starting of the classes while explaining the concepts of data types, I said something like you are going to write 5.5. You are going to write 5.5. What is the meaning of this one? Is it is going to assume it has double, or it is going to assume it has a float? It is going to assume it has double ma. Yes, very good. It is going to assume it as double. If you are not suffix with any character like float or double, it is going to assume it as double. It is going to assume it as double. That is the reason it is showing main method of double. So we didn't mention any kind of double parameter. We didn't mention any kind of double. We just mentioned only float parameter. So to overcome that, I am going to write as f. Now let me once again execute. See, now it is executed, right? Yes. Then I am going to write JavaScript. See, first main method, executed, then without arguments method executed, then float method executed. So with this concept, I can conclude that multiple main methods can be allowed by a Java program, but from where it is going to execute? It is going to execute where it is going to accept the parameters array of objects of string class. I hope you understood clearly. Yes. Next, we will see static. While using static keyword, I have said the 4 rules. So those rules should be something like a static method can call a static method directly within the class. Instance method can call instance method directly within the class. Static method cannot call instance method directly within the class, or outside the class also, but it can call with respect to an object. And similarly, instance method can call static method with respect to class name only. Okay, this example I have shown in the previous class. Anyway, let me take one more simple program and I will explain. I'm going to copy this entire thing and I'm going to copy here. I will take only single method. Let me save with f static. So I'm going to save in the C drive f static dot java. See guys, observe here, f static Java file is created, but it doesn't contain any kind of class file. So when a class file is going to create, whenever compilation successfully done, then only f static class file is going to generate. Okay, fine. Let us write the code for the static rules. Let me take one instance method void display. Then for assumption, I am calling display one method, and I am writing like this is from display instance. Okay, then I'm going to write like static void show method. I'm writing like show static method. I'm writing something like display one method. Display one instance method. Okay, now I hope you observe here something. I have written here four methods. One is instance method, another is static method, another is instant display one method, another is static method. Static method. Okay. Now this static method, this static method can call this static method directly. This static method directly, or this static method can call this static method directly. Okay, but this static method, this display method, if it wants to call the static method, it has to call with respect to class name, because irrespective of whether it is present inside the class or outside the class, static methods I need to call with respect to a class name. So for that, what I'm going to write is here display one method wants to call this show method. Then I'm going to write class name of static dot show. So that is the reason I have mentioned here. And if this display method wants to call this display method, what is this one? This is an instance method. This is also, sorry, this is also an instance method. So instance method can call instance method directly. So I can write directly. So this is, we can call it as rule 2, as in the class explanation. Okay. And what about this one? This is rule 4. Rule 4. So rule 4 అని చెప్పామా, instance method, if it wants to call another static method, then it has to call with respect to class name. And static to static, I can write like this. I can write like show method directly because it is a static. So this one comes under rule 1. Rule 1. Right or not? Yes. But if this static method wants to call this instant method or this instant method, it has to create an object. It has to create an object. How we are going to create an object? You can write like f static, f equal to new f static, then f dot, let me call display method. I call display method, and I am going to write that. End of main method, start of end. Okay, now guys, I will give 1 minute of time. Please tell me the answer. Can you tell me the answer? Yes, ma'am. So guess the answer. So this comes under rule 3. Yes, Tanuja has given reply. Very good. Let me go for execution and we'll check. Okay, I'm going to execute space first dot Java. See, there are no errors. I'm going to execute Java space. Sorry, it is not the first dot Java, right? It is static dot Java. If there are no errors, then I'll go for compiling. See how? Let's check. All, please check. But it will be better for you. Okay, now very good. You did good job. Yes. First, main method is going to start executing. Then rule one, it is going to call directly show. So show static method. Then it is going to create an object. That object will call display method. The display method is calling display one. Then display one comes. Then again it is going to call f static dot show. So it is going to print show static method again. Then it is going to print display one instance. Then control comes to here. So display instance. Then again end of main method. Yes. So this is what are the four rules of static rules. Okay. Next we will see. Next we will see a basic program which we are going to pass parameters. Like in the previous class, we have seen like taking the input statically, and we are going to display its corresponding multiplication there itself. But now what I am going to do is I'm going to pass the parameters values. Like see, what I will do is in the previous class I just call it the methods of this class. There I have performed some kind of like multiplication operation. On the multiplication operation here itself I have declared it a equal to 2, b equal to 3. Now in this class what I am going to do is I don't want to declare the values here. I will just pass the values from main method. Just pass the values from main method, so that those main method values is going to accept by this second business logic class, and it is going to perform its execution. Let me write that example. Okay. I'm going to delete this. Yes. First, let me save with f multiplication dot Java. Okay. Fine. What my interest is, there is a one class file. Whose class file is something like multiplication. And here I don't want to take input statically here. I want to take input statically here, statically in the fmul method. I want to pass to the multiplication method. Then we have seen, right? It is for like a call by value method you can use. There is no call by reference in Java. In C only call by reference, but in Java there is no method of call by reference. We have only call by value. Yes. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make return type as integer. I'm going to return integer values, and I'm going to return some method called mul method, and I am going to pass two parameters, int a comma int b, meaning that from main method I'm going to pass two values, and then I'm going to return a multiply with b, and then I'm going to declare one static method int something like addition operation, int a comma int b. Then I'm going to perform return a plus b. So this is what all about pass by values, right? So meaning that there exists a main method mul. So in the main method mul accepting two parameters. Okay, fine. Now if I want to pass values from here to here, like for example, I'm going to write like a equal to 2, b equal to 3, a equal to b equal to 3, or instead of typing like this directly, I'm going to give input directly. So for that, first what I have to do, I have to create an object. Yes. If I want to call this multiplication method, I need to first create an object for this. Create an object for this. Multiplication m equal to new multiplication. Yes. Object is created. So from this object, through this object, I can call multiplication method. What values I need to pass? For example, let me take 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3. If I pass more than one parameter, like more than 2 parameters, I'm going to get error because this is a calling function. This is a called function. Okay na? So ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని parameters అయితే pass చేస్తున్నాం అన్ని parameters pass చేయాలి. This is call by value. Call by value. For example, I want to display here itself. I will call and I will display. Let me type multiplication. I can write like this also. In various ways, you can write more. So as it is a string and a value, I am going to concatenate. Okay, guys, tell me, is there any, if there is any mistakes, just intimate me by admitting yourself. And once again, I am going to right now. I want to call this add method. Add method. Add method is what? A static method. So static method I need to call with respect to class name only. That is the reason I am going to write class name dot class name dot class name dot add of 2 comma 3. Add of 2 comma 3. I have 2 comma 3. Now if I want to display this same thing, want to copy addition is okay, fine. Okay. Yes, so I successfully have written the code. So just give me a time. So is there any mistakes? There is no mistakes, I think so. Yes. So why I have written means in the previous class I have written, I have given the values either completely in the static method, I mean in the main method, or I have completely given from the business class. Now what I did is I have given the input values in the main method, but that values I'm going to pass to business class. So how means we are going to use the concept of pass by values. Yes, let me save the program and let me execute once again now. Okay, java space what program name is multiplication dot java. What happened? Okay, sorry. Yes, I need to save with
Fmal, sir.
yes, very good. Fmal, because execution class, whichever the class is execution class, through that only I need to save. So that is the reason I have saved with that name, and I need to execute from that one. Yes, it is successfully compiled. Then I'm going to write like java space fmal. That's right. Yes. So that is the way we are going to compile. So I hope you understood this one. Yes. Okay, now. So this is what all about how to take input statically and execute the program. Okay, but generally in real time we won't follow this approach. That is the reason we are moving for accepting the values dynamically. Okay, so to accept the values dynamically, one of the way is to accept the values from the command prompt. And what are the values that you are passing through the command prompt? Those values will be passed to the main method of java, and it is going to store in the form of array of objects, and the values which you are going to store in the form of strings only. Okay, fine. So let me explain the code for you. It's not a code. Let me take an example. See, if I take like notepad, I need to save every time this one, but it is simple for me. So I require only the main method to show this example. F command, first command expression, right? I'm going to save this one with control S, F command dot Java. Yes. Okay, fine. Now what I'm going to do is, it is from main method. It's from main method and end of main method, start of main method. I have saved. And what I'm going to do is, our requirement is I need to print the values, whatever the values that you are passing through command prompt. That's it. So for that, what we require? We require, so you know how the values are going to store. It is going to, the command prompt of values are sending through in the form of strings, and those are going to store in arrays. So array index starts with 0, right? So what is the name of the array here? K of 0th index and also 0th index is, 0th index is plus k of 0. 0th index is k of 0. Okay, fine. Next, I'm going to write something like, okay, fine. Now, guys, compile this. Check here. Let me compile the same one, same thing. Yep, cmd dot java. Is there any error? Just carefully observe. Is there any error? I think there are no errors. Yes. Now I'm going to compile. I'm going to compile. Tell me what the answer you will get. What is the answer you will get? Start of main method show start. Yes. See guys, I'm directly pressing enter. Will you get the answer? What answer you will get? Can anybody guess? I won't pass any parameters. I won't pass any parameters. I'm directly press enter. What is the answer you will get? See, you will get array index out of bounds error. అర్థమైందమ్మా? Why you got array index out of bound method? Why? Because you didn't pass anything, so there is no array for that in that location, meaning that you are trying to print the value which is present in zeroth location, but there is no zeroth location. There is no zeroth location. I mean, you are trying to access the data which is present outside, which is present in outside, meaning that there is no memory created for it. That's the reason you are getting array index out of bounds error. Okay, now I'm going to pass. So I need to compile once again. I'm going to pass. I will pass 5. Then 0th index is 5. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass 6. Now what is the answer? Now tell me what is the answer?
Same answer, sir.
Same answer. Very good. You will get the same answer. There is no error. There is no error. You will get the same answer because it won't bother about anything. Whatever the parameters 5, 6 you have passed, that values are going to store in this k array. 0th position 5 and first position 6. We are trying to print 0th position, so we'll get only 5 answer. Yes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to print once again the second position k of 1. Yeah. Now we'll get. Oh, sorry. I need to compile, right? Yes. Need to compile. You will get index problem. 5 and 6 I have passed. Yes, sorry, I need to write like here first position. First position. Okay. If I write, if I see now, what is the answer? Tell me. Now, what is the answer? Tell me. What is the answer now? Unmute yourself and you can answer. What is the answer you will get now?
50.
50. No. See, 0 why you will
Error.
get error. Why? Because here you have passed
Yeah.
one value. So it is going to create an array with only one value, meaning that 0th index only one there. First index is not there. But you are trying to access the element which is print out of bounds. That is the reason you will get array index out of bounds error. Okay, now so I hope you understood everything. So now you can pass a string also. FCMD place 5 space J. You can pass anything. What are the method that you can pass? Because it is a string, so it will perform only. It will save any value. It can. I mean, it will so it will save in the form of strings. Okay, I hope you understood. Yes. Now, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి నేను Jaya space something like Sunil space something like CSC and so on. Like this I have written, but even though I have passed multiple values, I am getting only two values. I'm getting two values. If I want to get all these four values, what I need to do? I need to write the code manually every time. I need to write the code manually every time. I want to write or not? Yes. Now, based on size of the array, I need to modify this code. Modify this code. If I modify and compile, sorry. Yes. Smart pen compile. Now we will get only three values. So instead of that, I want to get all the values. What are the values that I have given through command prompt? I need to display all at a time. And for that, what we can do? So we can find the length of the array. We can find the length of the array, and you can iterate that the continuous loops, right? We are going to make a loop in Java int I equal to 0, I less than. So what is the value? So length of the array find out and get him answer. Anybody? Yes, ma. Very good, Deepthi. Very good. So what I need to do? I dot a dot a dot length. A dot length. I'm going to make I plus plus, and I'm going to write. Okay. So here I'm going to print k of I. K of I. So here I need to write like ith position, right? I plus 0 index, ith index. Okay, na? Yes. I hope it is correct. Am I right? Is there any error? Oh, number? Yes. So, how many number of parameters that you are going to pass? That many number of parameters now we are going to get. Just check. I'm going to compile. Successfully compiled. Now I'm going to execute. There is no problem. 0th index in 5. I'm going to pass two values. 0th index 5, 1 index 6. I'm going to pass like this. So you are going to get all the values. You are going to get all the values. So this is the way you are going to find the length of the array and you are going to display. Okay, now fine. Now what we are going to do is we are going to check. Let me take one more program. I mean, what I am going to do is so for to show like it is going to get only string parameters. It is going to take string values. For that, I am going to take simple example. I'm going to take simple example. This example will clear all your doubts. I'm going to write k of 0, k of 0, and I'm going to make k of 1. I'm going to make k of 1. Now let me execute one. Let me compile once again f command.java. And see, if I press enter, you will get array index out of bound error. If I press some values, it is going to print 5 comma 6. It is going to print 5 comma 6. Now what my requirement is, I want to display, I want to make sum of these two numbers. I want to make sum of these two numbers. If I make sum of these two numbers, what will happen? K of 0 plus k of 1. K of 0 plus k of 1. Once again, see guys, what is the output you will get? Tell me the answer.
5, 6.
Very good. You will get the answer 5, 6. It's compiled successfully. 5 and 6. You will get first value is 5, second value is 6, and third value, I mean addition is, for your convenience, I'm writing addition is. Addition is. So there is no problem, but let me write like this. Okay. So addition is 56. But what is the answer you will get? We need to get actually, you need to get 11. You need to get 11. So what you can simply understood, because of this 5 comma 6 are strings, it is going to perform addition operation, is going to make it, it understood it as a concatenation operation. So I don't want to make like that. So to make converted into string into integer format, we have discussed the concept of wrapper classes. I discussed the concept of wrapper classes. I'm going to assign int a equal to wrapper class into integer dot parse int of what value I need to pass? K of 0. K of 0. Int b equal to integer dot parse int of k of 1. Parse int of k of 1. Then I'm going to display only addition operator over is addition operator over integers is over integers, sorry, control Z, integers is what value I need to pass here? A plus b. A plus b. Now I am going to make compile. So during compile time, if there are any compilation, like if there are any syntax errors, it's going to display those syntaxes, those errors. I'm going to make yes, right. So now tell me, now see, over strings it is performed 56. After performing conversion from strings to integer, I got 11, right? What I said in the previous class, integer is a wrapper class. In that wrapper class there is a predefined method called parseInt method, which is going to take string as input, and it is going to convert it into integer format. It is going to return the integer format value that I have stored in the variable a variable. That I have stored the variable a variable, and I am going to make perform. Yes. Now see, if I pass some value 5, 6, 7. Now what will happen? You got there. You got the value. But to make perform addition operation, you require two numbers, but I have given only one value. Then what you will get? You will get the problem. You will get what problem? You will get like as I didn't mention, as I have mentioned only one value, it is going to produce array index out of bounds error. So meaning that this is a kind of runtime error or not, some kind of exception it is thrown. So to handle this, I mean, so in your program, what is your requirement? You required two parameters. You require two parameters. So you have to check before going to execute this program. before going to execute this program, you have to check how many parameters user has given. How many parameters user has given? If user has given, if user has given two parameters, if user has given two parameters, I mean, instead of writing like this for all cases, if user didn't given two parameters, what I'm going to do? I'm going to say that mm, I'm going to say that please enter two parameters. Please enter two parameters. If he successfully entered, if he successfully entered two parameters, then I'm going to display like this. Right? Now just go for compilation. Mm, yes, I have compiled successfully. I think so. Yes, compiled. Then I'm going to pass two parameters. After passing two parameters, it is okay. See, for your clarification, I'm going to give some values 10 and 20. 10 and 20. Yes. Addition of operator over strings is 10, 20. Addition of operator over integer is 30. Yes. Now, what I will do is instead of giving two parameters, I am giving one parameter. Then what will get? Please enter two parameters. So, like this, you can able to handle the errors. Handle the errors also. Okay. Now, now it is what kind of method, guys? What kind of procedure I have followed? I have followed the like basic approach of writing a Java language. Basic approach of writing a Java language. But whatever the procedure that I have defined here is like not correct. Not instead of saying that not correct, it is not good. It is not efficient for writing the program in this way. So how you need to write? You have to write in the form of collection of classes. You have to write in the form of collection of classes, and in that class one should be business class, and more than one should be, sorry, one is execution class and more than one should be business classes. Now what I will do is I will give an example. uh, to take radius as input from from command prompt and display corresponding area of circle. That is my program. Okay. For that, I have taken main method. So here I am taking f area. I have taken. First, let me save this with program because we'll get more look and feel once we save, right? F area dot Java. Instead of saying that look and feel, you can identify easily what are the predefined keywords. See, blue color indicates predefined keywords. Red color indicates class names. Some classes, see, proper class name. Yes, there is some predefined meaning. Yes. So now, as I said that industry recommended way of writing the program is necessary while writing any Java program. So for that, I'm going to take input from the command prompt and display the corresponding area of the circle, right? So what I'm going to do? So this area of a circle, this is the main method. I'm going to take input from whom? From the command prompt. So in the command prompt, I'm going to give how many values? I'm going to give only radius. So radius I can give in the form of float also, right? Yes, I can give in the form of float also. Then what I will do is, you are going to get only one parameter. So that is the reason I am going to write like if the given input is not equal to 1, if the given input is equal to 1, then I am going to make some per logic. If it is not equal to 1, meaning that if it is less than 0, less than 1 or greater than 1, I am going to say that please enter only one parameter. One parameter, because this program requires only one parameter. If user successfully entered, one parameter, then what I need to do? We need to write some logic here. we need to make right some logic here. Logic, right? What is that logic? That let me explain later. Okay. First, we are going to take one class like circle class. So where, sorry, it is automatically created. Yes, one class is there. Then you are going to perform what? We are going to make some calculation. Some calculation. I am going to make like 3.14 into r into r, some kind of radius. That radius I am going to pass from main method, right? Main method that I am going to accept from here. Here. So what I said, whenever you are writing some kind of business class, in that business class, you have to write in the form of methods, so that it will be easy for you to reuse wherever necessary. So that radius I am passing in the form of double parameter. Double parameter. Okay. Uh, Let me take some values float r. R means the user inputted value r. That for that radius, I am going to assign the passed parameter. The passed meaning that this is where assigning, and then we are going to perform some kind of operation. Then I am going to display, right? So this is what the procedure I said already in the classes. Void calculate void calculate, and I'm going to write like some result also should be in some float value, right? Yes, some float or double, that's what it means. Okay, instead of getting confusion, I'm going to take it as double. If the value is a large point, right, it can able to handle double r comma s. Result equal to 3.14 into what I need to do? I need to multiply with r into r square, right? I'm going to make, yes. So first I'm going to assign the values from the main method, and then I'm going to call the logic. Then I'm going to display. I'm going to display why display. Here I'm going to write now order println area of circle is what value I need to display it as a result. So మీకు ఇది అర్థం కావడం కోసం అన్ని సింగిల్ లైన్ రాస్తున్నానమ్మా. Okay, don't get confused. So you can write semicolon or there is no problem. Okay na, జనరల్గా మీరైతే ఇలా రాయకూడదాం. You have to write the exact way. Yes, right? ఇది మీకు అర్థం కాదు. So what I read, this is an execution class. Sorry, this is what this process we need to use wherever you are going to use business class. This is execution class. Okay, so as I have taken the one parameter, if user is not given one parameter, I'm going to produce another. If user has given one parameter, then what I need to do? I need to call first area method, then I need to call calculate method, then I need to display the result, right? So if you want, you can write in many ways. So this calculate method will call this area. So instead of that, so as these are all what? These are all instant method. What do I need to do? Anybody answer? What do I need to do in the next step? In the next step, what do I need to do? Somebody have replied. Yes, very good. Create an object. As all are instant method, I need to create an object. So circle some c equal to new circle equal to new circle. Then this with respect to object c dot C dot area, C dot area. So now tell me what I need to pass here. K of 0, right? K of 0. Then after passing k of 0, that will be placed in x. That x value is copied in R. So this is double, it is going to place in double. Then it is going to calculate 3.14 into RR. So next, if it wants to calculate this one, I need to call C dot calculate. మీకు మైండ్లో చాలా ఉండొచ్చమ్మా, సో ఎలా అయినా రాసుకోవచ్చు. C dot, then I'm going to make C dot display. Instead of writing three methods, calling three methods from here itself, I can call only one method. So here itself I can write like a calculate method. I can write like calculate method. So in this calculate method I can call display method. So అది కూడా నేను చూపిస్తాను కావాలంటే. Yes. Now tell me, is the program is correct? Can anybody guess? Is the program is correct? Or is there any error? Yes, very good, ma. Very good, Satya. Yes. So whenever I am passing, that will be in the form of strings. That will be in the form of string. If I pass string parameter, what will happen? String parameter and double parameter there is a problem. So before going to pass that value, I need to make a convert. I need to make convert. So for that, what I am going to do is, so what is the method that you need to use? So the return type should be double, right? Double b equal to proper class name is double dot method parse double of k of 0. Parse double of k of 0. So here what I need to pass? I need to pass here b. Now it is correct. If any problem, a string ni double ki convert cheyalsi. Yes, very good. Now let us check. What is the name of the program? F area, right? Java space F area dot Java. Yes, successfully, by God grace, we didn't get any errors. Let me go for execution. Right? See, if I didn't pass anything, I am getting like please enter only one parameter. మనం ఏది ఎంటర్ చేయలేదు. So you are getting like please enter at least one parameter. Yes. If I pass something like 2 and 3, you will get again only error because please enter only one parameter. As I have passed, I required only one parameter. Now what I will do is, I will pass 2.14. Pass 2.14. Now we will get the answer. Area of circle is. You got the answer or not? Yes. What we did? We have taken 2.14. That value is going to store in k array in the index position 0. As there is only one value, this statement is not going to execute. Then it is going to call. It is going to create an object and it is going to convert it into double data type. That double data type value 2.14 is converted to copied to this, call it to area function. Here the x value is copied to double R. Then meanwhile we are going to calculate call function calculate 3.14 into 2.14 into 2.14. That is going to store in a result parameter. Then once again I am calling c dot display. Yes. Instead of writing like this, I can calculate. So this procedure you know already. This function area function is calling calculate, and calculate function will call display method. Like this you can write in any number of ways. Yes. Now once again let me execute farea.java. There is no problem. What happened? Yes, there is end of statement, right? End of statement is going to identify through the command through the semicolon only. That is error. Very awesome. Yes. Chepamma. Yes. 2 minutes you can leave. Yes, area of circle is 78.5. Now like this also you can execute. Okay, fine. So this is what all about. So in today's class what we have seen, like how to accept the parameters dynamically also we have seen. Okay, and also how to write the industry type of programs. This type of program means industrial methods, what they are following, because you have to write in the form of business class, and then you have to write one execution class. This way you need to follow. Okay, fine. So this is what all about today's class, and what you need to do is, mm, please make a copy of this entire thing, these 12 questions, entire 12 questions. Okay, with the given knowledge, with the execution of the program, whatever I have shown in the class, with that knowledge itself, you can able to do all these examples. Make it as assignment and do it in another way. If you have any doubts, you can ask at later time.